For all you pool enthusiasts out there, I wanted to give you my thoughts on the life cycle of the weekly pool tournament. And what we have here is another great big first world problem. Maybe we can get Elon down to come in and fix it. Probably not. I don't think it's fixable. But I want to talk about the life cycle of a pool tournament, because they are, you start them, they live for a while, and then they die. And the circle of life continues. So the very first thing that happens, logically, somebody gets the idea that they want to start a tournament. You get the word out there. Maybe it's a person that everybody in the bar or the pool hall likes. You get a big initial turnout. People convince themselves that, hey, this is something I think I could get in and win. And they might even throw in a handicap for the lower tiered players. And so off they go with a new pool tournament. Now, it doesn't really matter how nice the bar is, how nice the tables are, the balls, the cloth, the playing conditions. I mean, it doesn't help you. It is a strike against you if the place is not good, if it's not cool, if it's not a place that people want to hang out. That's definitely a strike against you. But that's not the reason why tournaments die. The first reason, and this happens over and over and over again, and if you live long enough, and I'm almost 50, you'll discover that there's a pattern in just about anything you get involved in. And sometimes stuff is like addressed, and most of the time it's not. Or if they address a problem, it just creates another problem. But the first problem that happens to a pool tournament is the tournament director's friend or friends is running late. And so the tournament that's supposed to start at 7 o'clock sharp, the tournament director says, oh, well, just got a text and he's on his way. Pretty much, true to form, 45 minutes later, said person shows up and the tournament begins. When in reality, he's not on his way. He sent that text while he's taking a dump. And then he goes to the drive-in at Whataburger, and then he shows up. Because they'll roll in the door with Whataburger. So I know he wasn't just on his way. Anyway, tournaments start late. That puts people off, especially people who are driving any distance to get to the tournament. They're not going to come back to your tournament. But the second and biggest reason why tournaments die is just the simple fact that people get tired of losing. Now, I could go into all the different scenarios, whether it be a shortstop level player that's allowed to play, you have a 700 or better player that plays, or you have 3 or 4 between 600 and 700 level players that play, that dominate, or you have unknown sandbagging players that roll into a tournament and win. Whatever the case may be, whatever the scenario, I've seen it all. What ends up happening is the core group of lower achieving players get tired of losing, so they stop showing up. They don't see the point in it. Now, equally, they do not see the point in getting any better. They make no attempt to improve. They make no attempt to challenge themselves. They're just like, you know what, I'm just going to stop playing. And that's usually what kills the tournament. Now, recent experience. Just last night, I went to a tournament. It was a nice place, great playing conditions. Drinks were a little pricey, but all in all, a good place. Friendly people. I roll through the winner's bracket, get almost to the hot seat, and then I get beat by a player who's a 7-10. And this is a player, I'm not going to mention his name, not going to out him, but he's basically destroyed one tournament because he keeps winning it. So he was at this one, And I lost to him, even though he was giving me a handicap. I lost big. And most people would get discouraged and quit, but I thought it was a fantastic experience. I thought it was a great challenge. And I thought, if I'm going to lose, this is the guy I want to lose to. If I'm going to compete and try to get better, this is the type of player that I want to play. I wish there was 5-6 guys in the field like this guy. So I have to play great, perfect, to even have a chance. And basically how he beat me, it was a loser break format. I would break dry and he would run out. Three of his 5 wins was from me breaking dry. So the only solution there is for this is if there's some kind of cultural shift, or maybe there's some kind of mutation that happens inside the human psyche where men start to accept the fact that they need to practice to get better at something, and that it is beneficial to get beat by better players, which makes it all the more rewarding when you get good enough to start beating them. That's where the true reward is in anything. So, well, those are my thoughts about it. Leave a comment in the comment section if you disagree, or you have any other thoughts about the life cycle of a pool tournament. But that's generally the nuts and the bolts of it. So have a great day, because I'm having a great day. It's beautiful out here. Talk to you later.